So, I've just been thinking about something. Now, I don't know if you know this, but I'm helping to organise a conference in London later this year. And this conference is going to be a radical feminist conference. It's going to be highlighting the importance of radical feminist analysis. And I'm bringing lots of really, I almost swore there, oh, how terrible. Bringing lots of really great speakers from all across the globe, primarily from the United States and the United Kingdom, Britain, and this conference is really important because we're fundraising and we're raising a lot of money, and what the primary organisers of this conference's goals are, and the primary organisers are myself and my good friend and colleague Daphne Francis, is to raise the importance of the work of DGR in the UK and to try and actively canvass people and get them on board and become members of Deep Green Resistance, and to raise money. And the money that we raise, we are hoping to actively start fighting patriarchy. And we're Scottish, so we'll start in Scotland somewhere. But we're wanting to build a team together, a really strong team of radical feminists and mixed sex, and we want to build this team. And what we're going to do is we're going to start attacking systems of patriarchy, you know, sexual exploitation, trafficking, you name it. Because right now, especially within the organisation that I work within, Deep Green Resistance, you know, we have a lot of ideas and we have a lot of philosophy about how we're going to dismantle industrial civilization, and our focus is very much upon that. But the fact is, we need to develop strategies to perform sabotageal acts on, you know, the sex industry in a much bigger and much more effective way than we are. And I think what's really great about this as an opportunity for activists and radical activists especially is because as soon as you start doing this, it's going to create some sort of media attention, and you know, it gives, hopefully it's going to start giving you a platform to start speaking on a bigger scale. And the really great thing about radical feminism, for me as a man, is that it speaks directly to me. And you know, I've keep bringing back, because I want to reference myself, because we're all damaged by the dominant culture to a greater or lesser degree, but unfortunately it's a greater degree for the majority of us. And that damage that the dominant culture does to us as individuals, especially, you know, no matter where you're from, is getting more and more severe. And we really need to fight back. And, you know, I've been focusing on this as part of my activism, is like the challenge of sexual imperialism, because I know from my own personal experience how damaging that is. And I know from the experience of men that I consider friends, and hopefully consider me a friend as well, that it's damaging, the socialisation has damaged them as well. So we're bringing this conference together. I want as many people to get involved in it as humanly possible. I want it to be the biggest radical conference in the British Isles in 2017. It may be, the biggest. And I'm probably going to get in touch with Germaine Greer, and I'm going to get her involved, because she was one of the, I was trying to get in touch with her, and I did get in touch with her agent, and I talked about it, but because of the naysayers amongst us, it's like, oh, you better not go near Germaine Greer. Well, we're going to go near Germaine Greer now, and I'm going to ask her if she wants to get involved. So the conference is going to be huge, and we're going to be talking about all sorts of things, and we're not going to be debating. So we're not debating the merits of queer theory versus radicalism, just for you liberals out there. If you're coming, you're going to get spoon-fed radical theory, and you know, a spoonful of medicine. No, it's a spoonful of sugar may help the medicine go down. There won't be any sugar. So yeah, that's what's happening. The conference is going to be held on the 23rd of September in Conway Hall in London. and I want everybody to get involved, and I want everybody to be there. And if you can't be there on the day, I want you to help me pull this conference together, and I want you to help. If you know, the easiest and the most simplest way to do that is by financial support. But I guarantee you, you know, if you get involved and you support the conference financially, what we're hoping to move forward as well is really get, you know, really get some sort of support or interaction going. So like if you were supporting and you'd be helping us build, and maybe we get it into a stage where it's regular support or semi-regular support, you get notified about what we're doing, and you get to get involved, and everything that we're doing is delivered in a clear and succinct language, and you're able to feel that you're actually helping to clean your communities up and build healthy communities. And you know, right now people are exploiting Airbnb and setting up brothels, and these brothels are coming right into the hearts of communities in Britain, and they're everywhere. I think the news story I heard was dealing down there in England somewhere, but it's happening everywhere, and these cute brothels are getting set up. People are exploiting Airbnb. Exploiting, it's set up ideally for this type of business venture. One would think maybe even it was, you know, that idea was there in the beginning, but you know, so these trafficked fucking women are getting brought to these places. So I want you to get involved with the conference. My mind is like